Hi everyone, it's Housing Holly giving you the 2-on-1 lowdown on fair housing and what it means in today's society. Today the topic we're going to discuss is disability rights. So, most of you are aware on what a disability is, but I'm just going to break it down further for you. Did you know that nearly 1 in every 5 people have a disability in the US according to the American Census Bureau? That means about 19% of our overall population suffers from either a physical or mental disability. So let's check out the definition first and foremost. Instead of the dictionary, this time around, we're going to go to the pros, the ADA. And for those of you who don't know, the ADA is the Americans with Disability Act, which is a civil rights law who also defines disability in a legal sense. Anyways, the ADA defines a person with a disability as a person who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activity. This includes people who have a record of such impairment, even if they do not currently have a disability. It also includes individuals who do not have a disability but are regarded as having a disability. So, now we all know individuals with disabilities have protections in place to ensure everyone receives equal housing regardless of their physical or mental limitations. The Fair Housing Act has come a long way and includes protections for people with disabilities. So what does that mean? What that means is that individuals with disabilities do have a right to live independently and manage their day-to-day lives. Many times, the protections are in place to guarantee that these individuals can live the way they wish. One large factor that comes into play is a reasonable accommodation. A reasonable accommodation, or what I will now refer to as an RA, is an exception to a policy, to make it plain and simple. So let me give you a few examples. You normally have a rental due date of the first of the month. However, oftentimes an individual does not receive their Social Security disability check until the 3rd or sometimes the end of the month. Instead of charging this person a late fee each month, an RA would give this individual an exception. That is, instead of rent being due on the 1st, it would be due on the 3rd. This is a simple exception that would allow a disabled individual to pay the rent in a timely manner without having to suffer consequences like late fees each month. Another example of an RA is if you have a physically disabled tenant who does not have the ability to make its payments and drop them off in office each month, as your lease says it is required. Your exception would be that each month on the 1st, you would go to the tenant's unit to receive the rental payment. This would be an exception to your standard policy and will allow this mobility impaired individual to make the rental payment in a timely manner and would also allow this individual to live in this unit without any policy consequences. Individuals with disabilities have a right to live peacefully and enjoy their home regardless of the obstacles they already face on a daily basis. For more information regarding reasonable accommodations, click the link below or subscribe to my channel. Look out for upcoming videos, and if you want to ask me a question, shoot me an email at housingholly@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and Housing Holly out.